And President Trump's immigration actions are putting a pause on many Afghan refugees who are in the process of coming to America. And people who have been working to bring these refugees to America are worried this will effectively become a ban on their entry. Joining me now to talk about this is Shawn Vandiver, a San Diegan with AfghanEvac.org. Shawn, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. Really excited to chat about this.
Just first, for people who don't know, can you just briefly tell us what your organization does and,
Sure.
and who these people are that you're trying to help?
Sure. So Afghan Evac was born in the chaos of August 2021 when we were leaving Afghanistan. I got together all the various groups and people that were working. We exist to bring organizations together to ensure our wartime allies make it to the American dream that we promised them.
And specifically, the people who are being put in limbo here, are these people who supported the military? Are they their relatives? Who are these people?
Sure. So this order does not impact special immigrant visa holders. Who it does impact is refugees. And refugees are people like family of active duty U.S. military. It impacts our partner forces that fought, trained, and bled alongside our Navy SEALs and Green Berets. It impacts military helicopter pilots that were women. It impacts lawyers, judges, and prosecutors that put away the Taliban. And every one of the more than 50,000 refugees in the U.S. RAP pipeline that are Afghan are somebody connected to our mission that we owe a debt of gratitude.
Are they in danger? Are their lives in danger, their health, welfare, and safety in danger remaining in Afghanistan?
It sure is. We know that people are being hunted down, and in fact, over Christmas, we know that one of our service members lost a family member.
This executive order, did it catch you by surprise, the fact that it would be directed and affect the Afghan refugees?
No, actually, the reason I got involved in this work is because I met a guy named Lucky when I did a press conference downtown at City Hall on the first Muslim ban, and which was also a refugee ban. And so we figured he would do something along those lines, but we know that he cares deeply about Afghans. We know that he campaigned on it. He talked about it at every debate. He talked about it at every day of the RNC. It was on the main stage. He had a lot of criticism about the withdrawal. We think this is a mistake, and we know that he values making a deal. We know that he values border security, and we know that he values loyalty. And the good news is that this population is the most vetted population in the entire world, more than our service members or police officers or elected officials or anybody else. And we're looking to make a deal to exempt them who have already been vetted so they can come here and get their shot at the American dream.
And to be clear, the efforts to bring them over has been a very bipartisan effort.
Oh,
this
yeah.
isn't a Joe Biden administration or a Democrat thing. This was people got together and said, we need to do right by these people.
That's right. Jack McCain and I actually got involved early together, and we couldn't be more different. He's a Republican royalty. I'm a Democratic nobody. He's an officer. I'm enlisted. He's a helicopter pilot, and I was a fire controlman in the Navy. Our job was, if it flies, it dies. We shot things out of the sky. We couldn't be more different, and we are in lockstep on this. Joel Anderson, County Supervisor Joel Anderson, and Congressman Scott Peters, Assessor Recorder Clerk Jordan Marks, Mayor Todd Gloria. They're all people who have been stridently supportive of Afghans.
Immigration and immigration enforcement was a very, very main topic in the election, may have driven President Donald Trump's victory in many ways. Do you feel like the Afghan refugees are simply victims of collateral damage here, or do you think that this was crafted aimed at them too?
I do think they're a victim of collateral damage, and the truth is that if what President Trump says is true, that we have to be America first and we have to focus on the border and we have to focus on immigration security, I have great news. The U.S. RAP program is the most secure legal immigration program. And look, our military can't afford to be focused on things, but can't afford to be worried about their parents, right? They need to be focused on executing against the president's orders, however much we may disagree with them or agree with them. And yeah, I think this is just a mistake. It's a complex program, but I have good news. We know staunch conservative Republican veterans and elected officials have been knocking on the doors at the White House, beating down the doors, and they're educating folks so that they know, and we think that there's a deal to be done.
So we do think that there may be a carve-out in these policies specifically for the Afghan refugees that are impacted?
We hope so, and if there's not, I mean, I don't think it's hyperbole to say that we're going to have a lot of veterans that are I mean, there was great moral injury associated with the withdrawal, right? People are messed up about this.
Yeah.
This is a family audience, but people are messed up about this. And if the president's first action is to ensure the death of American service members, family members, we got a problem.
We have about a minute left. Is there a call to action for our viewers out there if they want to have their voices heard on this problem? What should they do? Who should they contact?
Sure, we need a few things. We need you to go to afghanevac.org/transition-letter and sign the petition, sign the letter that we have. Number 2, go to afghanevac.org/donate. Give us some cash so we can keep going. Number 3, go to afghanevac.org/elected-officials and contact your elected officials. Let them know that this matters to you and share our things on social. Join us. We need you, and we're grateful.
Shawn, thank you for making time for us today. Thank you for making this really clear for us. We appreciate your time, and I know a lot of people, military veterans, their families appreciate the efforts that you and your organization are conducting on their behalf.
Thank you so much. We're grateful.